Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a great evening. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. But yeah, let's talk about it, y'all. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Hope everyone had a good day thus far. Did y'all get some sleep last night, or was y'all so busy running these streets last night? Did y'all get some sleep last night, or was y'all too busy running these streets last night, baby? You know what I'm saying? It was a hot time in the cold city last night, baby. It was a hot time in the cold city last night. But I'm going to talk about this stuff that's been going on, excuse me, from a different perspective, from a different angle. Because I think that a lot of people are missing what's going on. A lot of people are missing and being distracted by the glitter and the sensationalized aspect of what's happening and what's being said, and not actually looking at what's going on. Like I said, an unbiased conversation. We all saw this coming, baby. What's up, Diving Baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. We all saw this coming. We all saw this situation unfolding. We all saw it happening when it first happened. We all saw it. What's up, Miss Queenie, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. We all saw this happening. It's no shock and surprise, even the salacious details of what's going on isn't truly a surprise. Unexpected, yes, but a surprise, no, it's not a surprise. Because based on behaviors, you know what I'm saying, we saw all this coming. We saw all this happening. So, what I'm talking about is King Roman had an interview with Tisa, or Independent Tisa, whatever her name is. Don't know her, don't really care about her. She was a 5A contributor. She was somebody who's been going around these streets for the past week or so, telling her story, saying things. What's up, Casey? How you doing, baby? Telling her story, saying things that happened or what didn't happen between her and 5A. She was basically a sponsor, a donator, I could say a contributor of 5A's, and basically her interview that she chose to go with was with King Roman, which is kind of okay. Well, that's an opinion of all its own, but y'all can do what y'all want to do and say what y'all want to say. But I say my opinion. I'm gonna try to be unbiased as possible in this. Watching the King Roman's interview, whatever, from the very beginning of the interview, before she even came on the screen, I knew he was unprepared. I knew he was unprepared when he had all that music playing. I knew he was unprepared. Because if y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, it was King Roman, James Caldwell, and um, what's his name? Jay Wilson on Jay Wilson's panel. Jay Wilson always like he does, saying, kind of boastful, whatever, saying, dropped how much money he made last month. And King Roman's shock and awe and surprise and wow, y'all made that much? Y'all got that? Oh wow, wow, wow. And mind you, I don't know King Roman whatsoever. I don't have nothing against him, whatever. But you can tell that he's green. You know what I'm saying? He's a young man, whatever, so he's gonna be green based on experience anyway. But in this sector, he is truly green. Because if you was shocked and awed that you had when you first came on, you had the amount of people you had in your chat, and as you kept trying to work up your nerve to do the interview, your chat grew and was growing. And you said you were nervous, you wasn't expecting it, this and the third. I don't know why you wasn't expecting it. That story has been the hottest thing on these streets for the past week or so. Everyone was interested in what was going on. Everyone was interested in hearing her side of the story in an interview type setting. Well, everyone but me, really, because I really don't care one way or the other about all this stuff that goes on here. But I do talk about it because it's something to talk about. It gives me a break from showing you guys my food and things of that nature. But you was just in shock and awe as your numbers kept growing. You wasn't expecting it. You wasn't prepared by having moderators already preset in the room. You was doing everything on the fly. It seemed as though that you weren't truly prepared for what was going to happen. And as the interview kept on going, it showed. You know, um, from not really taking control of the interview from the very beginning to, saying, how it ended up, you saying that people asking stupid questions. No question really is stupid if people want to know the answer to it, especially if you're an interviewer. If you remember in school, the teachers always say the only stupid question that is asked is the only stupid question is the ones that's not asked. So, in essence, calling people stupid in your chat, who's there to support you, who's giving you numbers, was not. But I'm surprised. I will be surprised if that video is monetized, because the simple fact that you actually kind of ruined it from the very beginning by playing all that music, which means that if you was in shock and awe about how much money that Jay Wilson made last month, if you continue to play music at the beginning of your video, you would never make that type of money. You would never get there, because you need to understand a lot of those songs you played, they will flag you for copyright infringement, which means that whatever money that you do make goes to the artist. What's up, Tam, baby? Good morning to you. How you doing? So from there, I knew that you really wasn't prepared to be, the go-to person for the interview. Now you give a lot of content. When Seven came up there now when Olivia came up there, those things changed a little bit. The content became more, okay, let me get these questions answered, because these questions that should be asked, let me get these things, these answers that we want to know. Let us, really dive into what's going on, things of that nature. But it was just like, it was almost kind of painful to watch. It's like, you're in a, street fight, and you swing it and, ducking and diving was that, but you're not really landing anything. You're not really doing anything that is, helpful to the situation. You're just running around the street, running around in circles. Well, it's not until your big sister comes out there and knocks the person out for you, type of thing, you know. But like I said, this is unbiased opinion. This is just my take on what that was, per se. I said no offense to anyone. If anyone gets offended by what I say, that goes from anyone that I mentioned in this video. Oh well, we all be okay. We all grown for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We all do our own things our own way, but it is what it is. So, getting off of that interview, which, it was entertaining for the most part. It was fun me watching that interview from my eye, from my angle, from things of that nature, So that was interesting. That was just my takeaway from that interview. We got some things said, got some questions answered, but that's not where the good stuff really happened. The good stuff happened after the interview. And these two people, whatever, I don't care for. Y'all know I had something with these two people as far as, I guess y'all would call it beef, whatever you're saying. But we had some hard conversations. Pun intended. We've had some hard conversations. We had some hard discussions. We had some hard things. We went through some things with these two people. At least I have, I should say. And I think, a lot of people on here have. That's why I said we all saw this coming. Phi Babe and Sean Bradley. As you all know, Sean Bradley has always said, I'm not going to get into no arguments with nobody that I've argued with before and made up with. We all know that was a lie. See, my thing is, you're not going to lie in our faces thinking as though we're not smart enough and not intelligent enough, or don't know you well enough and haven't watched you move on these streets long enough to actually believe that. Anyone with a half a brain cell knew that was a lie. We were all just buying our time, waiting on the fact that we are going to see this implode in our faces, or right before our faces, I should say. And we all gonna have our drinks and popcorns and Twizzlers and Boston baked beans, all waiting and waiting when it happens. You said, good thing that you started selling that double good popcorn again. This weekend, because we all gonna need some double good popcorn to enjoy this entertainment. Now, I don't know if we're gonna buy it from you or not, but we all gonna need something to snack on, to watch this go down. So, as he's shading Fibe, as Sean is shading Fibe during his little broadcast, this and the third, but This wasn't the first time he shaded her in this whole situation. When she first came after him, I should say, or quote unquote, or said something was not told. When her and QB said basically "fuck you," this and the third. Of course, we had the regular old people coming out, you know, what I'm saying, defending and screaming and yelling and busting blood vessels and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. You know the same old rhetoric that people throw out here when they want to seem unbothered, when they want to seem as though they, you know, saying don't care about what's happening. So I'm in between both chats, you know what I'm saying, just listening, you know what I'm saying, just listening, twirling back and forth, you know, and I'm hearing some of the same shit that I've already heard already, some of the same shit that I already done. Tisa comes on to Sean's thing. Sean interviews her, has club chat interview her. You know, they give her condolences on loss of a friend, this and the third. You know, y'all know I had a death in my family was not, so I'll find out today. You know what I'm saying, to where I'm going to fly out to you know what I'm saying, deal with that situation as well. So you know, like I said, I handle death very differently than most people else. Not I'm not I don't get distraught. I don't do all these things. I don't do all of the extras. You know what I'm saying? I celebrate the life that the person lived. I celebrate the fact that I had an experience with that person. But you know, people like to put on airs and shows. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for this. I'm sorry that. But well, I'm sorry for your loss. Why the hell do da da da? Or why this and that other? And da 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 da. Didn't you see this? And then da da da. Basically, almost lightly dragging Tisa. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She wants the attention. She wants to be there. She wants to be accepted somewhere. She wants the woo woo woos. So they was giving her that woo woo woos and the woos at the same time. We know how 5A is. 5A had one, I think it was a coupon, whatever it was, on her chat with her. You know, 5A very rarely does panels involved now. But she was on that panel. And on that panel, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about what's going on, saying how this and that happened, and just like we saw before with what 5A did with Tracy, it was a rolling thing. It was a situation where it was a slow build, a slow burn. Started with you know what I'm saying, a smolder until it became a full-fledged, full-alarm fire. You know, and in that, with that, a lot of things were said. Now, this is unbiased. I don't have a dog in this fight. But I'm going to tell you what my observations were. I'm going to talk about what I seen, what I heard, and how I interpreted this situation and this information. And some people may not agree with it. Some may. Some may get mad about it, and some may laugh about it. I hope I enlighten certain people about what's going on. Now, the narrative is 5A is getting drugged on these streets. That's the narrative that people are going with, or was going with last night, I should say. And unfortunately, unless I don't like 5A, you know, I don't like her. I don't see it that way. 5A. See, y'all don't know how to build a story. Y'all so busy in trying to roast, gag, and drag it. Y'all not really telling the story the way it needs to be told. Y'all not saying what needs to be told. Now, we found out yesterday that 5A is a paymaster. Now, that is a fact. We found out yesterday that 5A was paying, hoping to get some goods and services. Regardless of what goods and services that is, she was paying for it. We've heard Bama girls say back in the days, because remember, we thought that when we saw those pictures of D Ramsey and 5A, D Ramsey basically dry fucking her through that nasty ass dress of both of theirs. They were in some type of cunnilingus situation. They were trying to, you know what I'm saying, bump uglies, you know what I'm saying, wolf pussies and funky monkeys, you know what I'm saying? We thought that was happening. But Bama Girl told us, no, 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 y'all got it wrong, babes. It's not, you know, 5A and D Ramsey. Leo, the Lioness Queen, was the one who was sucking on some castor oil, some fish oil. It was Leo, the Lioness Queen, that was trying to, you know what I'm saying, get that glow or should I say Afterglow with 5A. We heard that months ago. So that really wasn't big news for me. The biggest news out of all that situation that's happening was the fact that 5A was paying to play. And actually, they were actually in a full-blown relationship. They were in a full-blown relationship. The Leo, the Lioness Queen, and the 5A. And now everyone surprised that 5A was paying for things, buying Apple laptops, paying for her to go to quote unquote Bali. Good morning, too blessed to be stressed, baby. How you doing? You know, because when they went to that quote unquote Bali trip, Florida, wherever the fuck they went, you know what I'm saying? 5A said she paid for that for Leo. Because Leo was going through some money issues. But let Leo tell her she makes $37 an hour. And she have all this good job and this and that third. Business owner. Selling sweets and confections and things. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But my question for that is, if you was doing all this stuff, have all this money rolling in, why did I have to pay for you to go to that trip with your besties, D. Ramsey, Matures, Sean Bradley? You have all this money. You have this good job, driving a high-low, have a union behind you, but yet you still couldn't afford an MacBook and the trip to Bali. I don't know. There's some things I thought about while 5A was saying it. And 5A slipped in, and that right there was shocked everybody because, you know, everyone says 5A don't have no money. Well, I don't know what the fuck you have. I don't give a fuck one way or the other. I'm just there for the mess. And if I want to talk about it, I'm going to do that. So that's what I'm doing right now this morning. Hey, you guys, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing okay. So basically, it was in a full-blown relationship. 5A said it was for the show, but we'll get to that in a second. I think that went bad because y'all remember D. Ramsey. Oh, that's a single mother, and y'all should be leave her alone. But now all of a sudden, 5A is a raggedy bitch again. 5A is a no good something again. So we remember that D. Ramsey did the whole skit where she was saying that Little Lobster Tail Leah, where she played Little Lobster Tail Leah, and basically Little Lobster Tail Leah saw her mom sucking some dick. Remember that whole skit that D. Ramsey did? That whole skit that D. Ramsey did while wearing the indigenous titties, well, now I'm being facetious now, but wearing the indigenous titties t-shirt, she did a whole skit where she was Little Lobster Tail Leah. Shout out to Deanna Irvin for saying that, giving her that name, which is so hilarious to me. Where she did that skit where she was talking about, mommy, I saw you sucking da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. You remember that skit? I know Tam remembers everything. Tam was always here. Tam's like me. Tam's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So then when they was quote unquote trying to get some fish oil down their throat or on their skin, across their lips. Oh, she's a single mother and she's a business owner. She's a black woman. She's a pillar of the community. But now she's a no good, nasty bitch. Now she started looking dusty to you again. She's always been dusty. She's always been that. It is what it is. I'm confused about what's going on, but we'll get to my confusion in a second. But back to last night. So 5A also said that she came home one day because they would send each other gifts. They will send each other gifts. They will be with each other. They will talk to each other. They will give each other, well, actually, Leo will ask for business advice from 5 and things of that nature. And 5 will give her some advice. One day 5 came home, you know what I'm saying, and there was a box full of Chanel. You know what I'm saying? With flowers attached. But everyone's focusing on that 5A is the paymaster. Y'all know how lesbians do it. Y'all know how same gender loving females do it? If they lived in the same city, they would have moved in together. Same gender loving females are different from same gender loving males. Same gender loving females like to impress by buying gifts, like to try to woo and court each other. Hey, Mimi, 126, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you, baby. Baby, I'm just going by Tam. Don't judge me, sweetheart. I'm just going by what they said. That what Fabe said, and one thing that I believe is exactly they were courting. They were courting each other. I know in this day and age, a lot of people don't understand what courting is. Everyone wants to meet up, Netflix and chill, and that's what the nature of relationships are nowadays. But according to what was said by both of them, now if y'all listen carefully, because I said I was in between both chats. I was in between Firebase's chat, which I don't ever watch, but yesterday was good, so I had to watch it. No, baby, they weren't friends. They were dating. They were dating Mimi. They weren't friends. They were dating each other. They were courting each other. See, it's a difference in loving your female friends and having a relationship with your a platonic relationship with your female friends, and you wanted some fish oil down your throat, on your skin, on your lips, and as Fabi say, on her beard and her mustache. I'm just saying, there's a difference with that. There's a huge difference. Exactly. Designer gifts and flowers. That's not what you do for friends. But everyone's getting caught on the fact that Fabe bought her a laptop and instead sent her to Bali. Exactly. They're Colton. They were Colton. Exactly. But Fabe, how you can kind of squash that aspect. I'm going to give some advice. I'm going to give my opinions. I'm going to give some little tidbits here and there in this conversation. How you can squash all that conversation about you being the only paymaster in the relationship. Give us more information about what Leo bought you. How Leo financially did stuff for you. Now, we all know that people do stuff financially for you. It's not from your subscribers, from Tisa, and people of that nature. But let's talk about the relationship between you and Leo. Not an aspect of sex. Sorry, I almost threw up, you guys. I was thinking about sexually between those two. It's disgusting. The smell and the ugh alone will just make me throw up. But let's talk about what she did for you. Not only what you did for her, but what she did for you, so you don't look like such a paymaster, like you was trying to buy Leo, the Lioness Queen. Now, let me say this right here. Sidebar. There's a lot of beautiful women on here. And if I was not married, maybe I would buy a female or two on here a gift for some pussy. But I'm definitely not going to buy Leo. I'm just saying. Out of all the pussy that you want to buy, why would you try to buy Leo's? And Leo was flattered that Fabi was pushing up on her. Leo was excited. Leo little thing got wet or hard, whatever she got, I don't know. It got wet and hard, I should say. Because if y'all watched Kwani, a lot of people didn't get this. I got it. I caught it. If y'all watched Kwani, the reason I said Leo was in love, Leo was in love. I'm going ahead of myself, you guys. Let me go back. Let me go back. About the business advice things. Who else on here said that Leo used to call them all the time, asking for business advice? Where you get your shirts from? What quality or thread count are your t-shirts from? Where you do this? Where you do that at? Who else told us this? Who else told us that Leo used to call them all the time, asking for business advice on how to build Club Chat store? Ooh, baby. So you saw it too. Bam. Tam. I told you my boo is always there. My boo is always there. She knows. We see each other. Y'all read what I got on the screen? Did y'all read what I put on the screen? From the very beginning, good morning, Misha baby, how you doing? From the very beginning, we said that 5A was trying to secure her spot. Who would she push up on to secure that spot? She had $20,000 from a vacation money during December 2020. She had that EID loan. She could afford a MacBook. She could afford to send her to Bali. So, baby, you already know. We see things the way it is. Hey, Mia, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning. So you already know we see each other. We see all kind of stuff, and we just don't say anything about it. We're constantly seeing what's going on around us. We only talk about what we want you to know about. So, while y'all think that 5A was all enthralled with Leo, she knew that Leo was one of the closest people to old boy. So let me do what I need to do to ensure that I have a spot on the show now that I'm almost in or halfway in or wait on the sidelines to get put in, coach. I'm just saying. She have all this extra money. You know what I'm saying? She's not really doing anything with it. People are constantly giving her all this extra money. So why not court someone close to old boy? And the reason I say that Leo fell in love, Leo was excited. Leo was giddy about it. What did Sean say on Kwani's live last night? Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch what Sean said on Kwani's live last night? Did y'all catch the shade thrown at Leo? See, people talk too much. And when they talk, all I do is just listen. I'm just saying. Don't blame me for being intuitive, being able to hear what you say, see what you do, even what you don't say, even what you don't do. I'm seeing it. I'm catching it. So last night, when old boy was on Kwani's live, Kwani asked, when did you know about, this quote unquote relationship between 5A and Leo the Lioness Queen? Sean answered was, I didn't know. But when I found out, I was disgusted. And I told Leo, I don't want to hear about it. So after that initial, her coming out to Sean about what was going on, he didn't hear anything else about it because he didn't want to hear about it. He told Leo, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Be careful, but I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Sean saw the play coming. Sean saw the play. But he still didn't choose to tell his friend, his ace boom coon, one of his, closest, most loyal. I think that this is a play. So be careful. Don't do all that. Don't get caught up. But that was the first piece of shade, not telling her that, I think this is some fucked up bullshit. I think she's trying to make a play against, the situation. But the real shade is what he said to her. If y'all didn't catch, if y'all heard Kwani, tell me if y'all heard this part or not. He told her he was shocked by two things. He told her, I thought you wasn't gay. I thought you didn't like women. So why are you so excited? Why are you so happy that she's pushing up on you? I was like, ooh, did I just hear what I heard? Didn't we always say Didn't we always say that Sean always thought that Leo was a dyke? Didn't we always say that? So when he shaded her by saying, well, basically what he said, because I don't know, I wasn't there, I wasn't in the room, you know what I'm saying? So when he shaded her by saying, oh, I thought that you wasn't a lesbian, so why are you so excited about this woman pushing up on you? That was shade to Leo's face. That was shade to Leo's face. But she was so enthralled by the possibility of having Fabe on her arm or being on Fabe's arm that she didn't say anything. You right, Tam. Now we know. We always thought it. He always thought it. You know what I'm saying? And then he like, it's Fabe. And he says she never told him anything about it again. Because he embarrassed her. He shamed her. She had this blossoming new relationship that she was giddy about, that she was excited about, that she wanted to share with her friend. But he tore her down. He burst her bubble. I don't want to hear that motherfucking shit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Don't come to me with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know how he does it, how he says it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. She's excited about this relationship. She's happy that she thinks that she found someone in the most unexpected places possible. YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She don't mind being a side chick. She don't mind being second best. She don't mind, you know what I'm saying, taking leftovers or being leftovers. That was revealed yesterday as well. I'm just saying, there was a lot of stuff going on yesterday. And since people just don't like Fibe, I said, I don't like her either. Fuck her. I really don't. I mean, like, it is. But in this whole situation, knowing them over there, Leo and Sean, being in verbal fisticuffs with them previously over some of the same shit, over some of the Tam, get out my head, baby. Get out my head. But since I could kind of relate to this situation, all I was thinking while Fabe was talking was, Fabe took my move. Fabe used sexpionage against them. Fabe used sexpionage. The promise of, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you a little bit of thigh. I'll show you a little bit of this. I'll give you a little bit of gift. Make you think that we're courting each other for information and to get in. How many times did myself and several other people say, talking to these people, they talk too much about each other? Talking with these people, they talk too much about each other. And I'm pretty sure Leo had a whole lot to say once old boy shamed her, shaded her about who she was excited about courting. So when Fabe said that Leo told her a lot of shit about Sean, I believe it. I believe it. Because there's a lot of shit to say about Sean. Y'all know I got the information on my phone. Y'all know I only gave y'all little crumbs of what was on my phone. There's lots of shit to say. But since they, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, blacked me out, that's still funny to me. Here in public, there's nothing for me to say. So, I don't just start stuff. I will make commentary based on what's going on. As you see, I haven't called them out their names. I called them out their names. I haven't said anything that wasn't said yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. This is unbiased conversation. I'm not an asshole like that. I could be, but I'm not. I'm just talking about what they put out there yesterday. You know, I believe what Fabe said, although I know that she's a known liar. I believe it because I've experienced it. A lot of us who no longer hang out with them experienced a lot of that, what Fabe has said. The back talking, the backstabbing. You know what I'm saying? Of each other. Flip flopping, switching, turning flips, turning tricks, things of that nature. Being a trick. Them over there, I should say. Being desperate to be accepted, being desperate to be loved, being desperate to, you know what I'm saying, have someone that you could possibly call your own. Oh yeah. Fabe saw a weak person who was desperate for some attention, and she pounced on it. She jumped on it. And all the yelling and screaming and cussing and fussing and you from Detroit doesn't change the fact that you are excited, you are giddy, Leo, at the opportunity that you have possibly found love, someone you can call your own, someone that will accept you for who you are. All those late night conversations y'all had, all those early morning conversations y'all had, all that gift giving and gift exchanges. Bobby, what else did she give you besides, you know, saying coach and flowers? See, the narrative of you being a paymaster, okay, that's slightly embarrassing. Well, the embarrassing part of who you were paying, but you know, I guess. But the even that out, just say all the stuff that she did for you, all the stuff that she bought you, because you said she bought you things as well. You never gave us a detailed description. Did what she do for you add up to a MacBook and a trip to Bali? I don't know. Let us know. In order for you to kind of change your narrative a little bit, you have to give us more information and do it in a cohesive way to where it makes sense. See, all this just random talking y'all do, all y'all do that. A lot of y'all do that. Just talk randomly, just get everything out all at once. But there's no consecutive order as to what happened. Now, when I exposed it, I gave you receipts, I gave you recordings, I gave you, you know, saying community things where things were said in text messages and stuff like that. Y'all heard the voicemails. That's why I never felt like, you know, what I'm saying, I was being drugged by anybody. Because regardless of what you say, I lay out a course of evidence as to what I was saying and why what I was saying was true. Now, either if you believed it or liked it or not, has nothing to do with me. But this is what happened. Within, I sent the email saying, let's. Not trying to be all of your business, whatever, but think about changing the trip, not trip, changing the event, one of the events at the trip. Within minutes later, I was emailed back. Great idea. Da 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 da. What do you have in mind? I told him. Boom, boom, boom. See you there. I thought that was going to be the end of the conversation. Oh, let's exchange numbers. X, Y, Z. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. Thinking that we're going to work on my ideas for the event. Within the first conversation, what did I say I was asked? I know Tim will just I know this answer to this question. Within the first conversation of me talking with this person on the phone, what was asked? What was the conversation within the first conversation? What did you think of me when you first saw me? Did you find me attractive? Yeah, that hasn't changed over the years. That has not changed. That was the beginning of when I told y'all these motherfuckers was really not trying to, talk about business. You were talking about, what I'm saying, hanky panky business. You're trying to see what's going on. Yeah, she is. Go to the right town, you know. And then I laid out XYZ. I laid out exactly what it was. I'm trying to be cordial, trying to be cool. Once I realized what's going on, okay, shoot, let me use my little sex spionage to, get what I want. And boy, did I get it. In text messages and voicemails and, you know what I'm saying? This and third. And all it cost me was a picture. All it cost was a picture. You don't have to, what I'm saying, like it. You don't have to like what happened or why I did it or what I did. It was not, I don't give a fuck. That nothing to do with me. I do what's best for me. When I see your pattern, when I know that you don't respect my relationship, I'm gonna do what I need to do in order for me to get what I need to give. So when you do turn on me like you turn on everybody else, I'm covered. I get you off me with your own words. See, that's what Five needs to do. All this, well, she was the only one chasing, she was the only one this. Five, you need to pull a food junkie, baby. Burn the whole fucking house down and walk away. All this back and forth. I know that's what you do. I know that's what you're about. I know that's how you get your money. Well, it's not. But with those people over there, they don't like each other. They shade and argue, fuss and fight with each other. So what do you think they're gonna do with somebody that they consider an outsider? Now, when he says, "Oh, he's not gonna fight with somebody," it's not. He may not fight with you, but he'll shake the hell out you and make sure that his people attack you one by one, or three by three, or however they want to do it. I'm just saying. In order for you to get out of this ram of you being the paymaster and you was chasing and you was really falling in love with Leo, because I know you wasn't. I know you weren't. I know that was not what you want to do. Now you would let her eat your pussy. You would let her finger you a little bit. You would have rubbed up on her a little bit. Let her rub up on you a little bit. But I saw you from the very beginning. We also saw you from the very beginning. And you saw Leo from the very beginning. You saw Leo as your way in. You saw Leo as the way to quote unquote secure your position over there. Regardless if you liked her or not, regardless if you saying respect her, appreciate her or not, she had two things that you wanted. She had access to Ty, which was the producer of the show. And if you got in good with Leo, Leo will put in a good word in for you to Ty. And she was close to Sean. And if Sean, quote unquote, seemed to like you, he would not badmouth you to once again Ty for the show. So y'all do anything with anyone to anyone to get what you consider success. I'm just saying. Be mindful. See, Leo was thirsty for love. Five was thirsty for fame. And if she had to be on a casting couch, who cares? She fucked worse. She fucked Eddie Kane. Fight, excuse me. Fight don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Spreading a little love to get what she wants for the moment. Don't she have a prostitution? Sorry, no, her mom has a prostitution charge. But don't she have a charge of being a thief anyway? She don't mind temporary fixes to situations that she's in. And if she got to get a little fish oil on someone's fingers or on someone's tongue, she don't mind that. And Leo was so desperate for a little bit of fish oil over any type of oil to come anywhere near her or on her, pun intended, that she would accept it even from far. And when she ran, smiling, grinning, skipping, and being giddy to old boy, and he broke her down. You hear that bullshit? Aren't you straight anyway? The fuck? Her heart was broken. Her witty heart was broken. I'm just saying. Probably admitted that they did suffer each other. Probably admitted, basically, Leo admitted that they were quote unquote in a relationship. Baby, in their eyes, Tam, a horrible opportunity is better than no opportunity at all. That's how they think. That's what they think. That's why they think. And all this came out because of an interview. All this because of an interview. But they were just itching. Both sides was just itching and waiting for an opportunity to air out each other. It's so funny to me. I wrote this in Quani's chat last night. It's funny how both of them hate each other, but they gave each other the bullets to kill one another. You both hate each other so much that you gave each other the bullets to harm each other. Yeah, she did. She absolutely did with that lion painted on the back of it. That black jacket with the lion painted on the back of it. You're absolutely right about that. I wrote that in Quani's chat last night, or this morning, whatever you want to call it. Y'all hate each other so much, or hated each other so much, that y'all gave each other the bullets to kill each other. Make it make sense. Because I'm sure Leo said some stuff about Sean to Fi. And Fi was eating it up, waiting for this moment right here so where she can try to expose and trickle it all down. Now, I don't got time for the whole trickle down situation. I don't have time for the trickle down economics or the trickle down tea spilling. Give me the shit all at once. And then you can play off it for as long as you want to. But like I said, don't watch the lady like that. I think probably this is probably the second or third time I watched her since she's been here. Since I've been here. And I got everything I needed to get. No, it's the same. Tam, it's the same shit, different people. It's the same story, different characters. All this shit is written. Exactly. Let my cup runneth over, baby, and welcome. Don't be giving me a little drop every so often. I want you to, when they say spill the tea, I want my cup to runneth over. I want my cup to be spilled. I want my cup to be so full I can't even pick it up. You know when your cup is so full, you gotta drink it from the table. Like you gotta bend down and kneel over and on the cup until it's you know what I'm saying, down enough for you to pick up and then drink that way normally. Yeah, that's what I want my cup to be. I want my cup to runneth over on both sides. See, it's so funny how, because remember when all this first went down, when everyone started leaving, well, it's not, before they even made up over there, it was said they wanted everybody on this side So you know what I'm saying, baby. You know how you do it when you have to be on the table, sipping on it. Well, it's not while it's still on the table because if you pick it up, it's gonna spill all over the place. You know how we do it. But anyways, they were saying, "Oh, all they do is fight each other. All they're gonna do is turn on each other. All they're gonna do is, you know, um, backbite and stuff." And I want them to do that. What you wished on me, not just me, but us over here, has all that y'all was doing to each other. All y'all was doing was laughing and playing in each other's faces, gathering information on each other. Because if I did say that she have stuff that will change your whole entire year, and didn't you say you got stuff on 5A that will change her entire situation as well? She the one who's going to be looking stupid in the whole situation. If that's not information gathering, I don't know what is. Why is it that while you're wishing that people over here break up and XYZ, this and the third, you're in bed with someone? Good morning, Colette, baby. How you doing? You're in bed with someone, figuratively, while Leo trying to be literally in bed with someone. That y'all do the exact same thing too. I'm just confused. It's just my unbiased commentary, but we all saw it coming. We didn't have the date, but we knew it was coming. We knew sooner or later y'all can only smile in each other's faces for so long until you couldn't anymore. It's so funny. Oh, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna argue. But you've been throwing shade for the past couple of weeks until it all boiled up to yesterday. Till y'all told her what y'all always thought about her, what y'all always felt about her. And it's okay. See, while you think that you were lying to us about y'all love her and she's the greatest mother in the world and she's this and she's that, we all know how you truly felt about her. You didn't like her, you didn't fuck with her, which is okay. You don't have to. But don't lie in our faces acting as though, saying everything is okay, all right. Well, I never said y'all was friends. Well, no one said y'all was friends. But the amount of shit that she did and said about you previously does not warrant someone thinking that you're saying, "Oh, now I'm over it. I'm going to make her a star." It's always been a setup from the very beginning. It's always been something that was never going to work out because it was steeped in deception. It was steeped in bullshit. It was steeped in, what do Kwani call it? The big payback. It was steeped in that, so it would never have worked out. But in this case, she got her fish hooks into Leo. Leo fell for it. Leo was gullible. Sound like some people who's gullible as well. Some stories repeating themselves. You are who you hang around. I'm just saying. Catch that tea. You are who you hang around. I'm just saying. This is just a little bit of unbiased commentary, a little bit of shade. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of advice. A conversation. But we all saw this coming. We didn't know when it was going to happen, but we knew it was going to happen nonetheless. I just find it really funny. I just find it interesting. Like I said, I don't like 5A. I don't like old boy. Hey, Marie, baby, how you doing? But the story, the narrative that's being put out there as only 5A was a paymaster, that's one story in all this situation. But the real story of that whole paymaster thing is they were courting each other. They were buying each other gifts. They were courting each other. They were buying each other gifts. They were doing things for each other. They was each other's emotional support. They were in a full-blown, quote unquote, relationship. Leo was happy about it. She was excited about it. She was interested in doing that, going there with her until she got shut down by her good friend. And so her good friend said, I don't want to know about all that. That's disgusting. I thought you weren't gay. So why would you be excited about some woman pushing up on you if you're not interested in said woman? Especially that woman who run around here telling people that her pussy smell like fish when she play in it. Seeing her picking up random men. And that leads me to wonder. And tell me if I'm off base. Right quick, you guys. Just tell me if I'm off base or whatever. All these random pickup on of men and showing these men on camera. Was that to make Leo jealous? I'm just asking questions. Think about it. But Marie, none of them are anybody's friend. Sean's not their friend. Vi's not their friend. They're all the same. They use people to get what they want from them. And when you're no longer, useful, you become disposable. We've always said that. And Leo should have known that Vi is no one's friend. Her friend, Sean, should have told her. He said he told her to be careful. But he also told her he didn't want to hear no more about it. Oh yeah, it was meant for a lot of people. It was meant for Tam. That man stuff was not just meant for Leo. It was meant for a lot of people over there. In that same gender loving females over there. It was meant for a lot of people over there. But I can't help but to think that, what I'm saying, it was to say, oh, I like you, but I'm still strictly dickly. I'm still into dick. I'm just saying. Because if you courting someone, you're not gonna be bringing random men. Well, she would because what I'm saying, she's loose like that Jezebel spirit. But yeah, you courting someone, buying them gifts and things, but yet you still flaunting random men, a variety of random men through your home on camera. I don't know, what I'm saying? I may be thinking too deep into it, but it just seems real familiar. It seems real fishy, pun intended, to me. Loose as a goose. It just seems real fishy to me, you know. But yeah, a lot of stuff that we heard last night wasn't new. It was salacious. It's tea. We get inside scoops and inside, things on it, but it wasn't new. Like I said, Bama Girl told us it wasn't D Ramsey that was dipping a toe in the lady pond with old Fabe. It was Leo. Now she didn't tell us to what extent, and we didn't know to what extent until last night. We didn't know gifts was being exchanged. People buying computers and things. We didn't know all that. We didn't know trips was being paid for. We didn't know that business information was being asked for and advice was being asked for. The details of the salaciousness was not what made it salacious, but the general consensus, the general outlook was already out there, floating around. The whole thing about Leo being a side chick and who got pregnant, you know? They ain't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, I'm not saying y'all, a lot of people on here, I bet, are side chicks who got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That happens. That happens. You know, we knew that the child had siblings, not by Leo. Like that was already known. You know, don't give me the stuff that you think is gonna embarrass me. Like, give me the real shit. Give me the salacious shit. Give me the shit that you know what I'm saying that can't be made up. That wasn't deduced. You know, I'm just saying. Like I said, I didn't want much, you guys. I've been here for about an hour. You know, giving you all a little conversation, my opinion, my beliefs, some advice to Fabe. You know what I'm saying? And even to Leo, like that. Leo came out looking like she don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't deny anything that was said. As salacious or as embarrassing as it was. So like I said, this is unbiased, so I can give kudos to both sides. You know, because I don't care one way or the other. Don't fuck with them. Don't care about them one way or the other. You know, Leo just admitted, yeah, and what? And people don't understand. That's how you win this. You know what I'm saying? That's how people win this by not really caring. But when you don't care, don't go on camera screaming and yelling at the commentary that is made about this. Like I said, it was like it was. Like, I got more. I found it more funny the commentary on what happened than the actual shit that was happening. The shit that was happening was boring to me. I wasn't, you know, what I'm saying, ooh, 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 ooh. I was more found it funny and hilarious and ridiculous based on the commentary that was being said, that was being made about what was going on. That's what I was more entertained by. Have a good one, Miss Queen, baby. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. But yeah, let me finish packing up, you know what I'm saying, for my little trip with my family, you know what I'm saying. Hope everyone's okay. But yeah, I didn't want much. I'm gonna just say, you know what I'm saying, let's have a conversation about what's not being said. But yeah, we already knew what was happening. You know, so like I said, a lot of stuff was being happening yesterday that people were gonna talk about. The shade that was thrown, the fact that Leo was actually in love or catching feelings for, how she was excited about the opportunities of, you know what I'm saying, what she thought would be presented to her in the situation. Those type of things. What are the gifts that was bought? What was been exchanged? Hey Shelly, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. Shelly, you hear about this shit that happened last night, baby? All this nonsense. The relationship between Fabe and Leo, the gifts that was being exchanged, the shade that was being thrown because Leo was excited about, you know what I'm saying, dating Fabe, and Sham doused the flames of that love that Leo was feeling. There's a lot going on. Stuff that we already knew, but yeah, it was definitely a lot going on last night. Late in the midnight hours, all stemmed from the King Roman interview. I think we all do. We all do about that. You said it. Oh, I just thought they was had some cunnilingus going on. I know it was actually a full blown relationship where gifts was being exchanged, trips was being bought for. See, Shirley said she been knew about it, so it wasn't news to her. Like I said, and we've been knew about the situation between Leo and Friday. Like I said, I didn't know about what extent it was, but after Bama Girl said that they was you know what I'm saying, it wasn't Dereza eating pussy, it was Leo eating pussy. You know, I was like, okay, cool. Now I didn't know that it was a full blown relationship though. I just thought it was a little bit of congolingus as we meet up. I didn't know it was a full blown relationship though. Well, not iPads, MacBooks were being bought. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I said, Shelly. That's what I said at the very beginning. Bama Girl told us, you know what I'm saying, that it wasn't D Ramsey that was bumping and grinding and licking and lapping with Fire. It was Leo. Yeah, I remember that. And that's what I pointed to. So I said that wasn't the tea last night. The tea was I just thought it was just, you know what I'm saying, a little bumping and grinding, lipping and lapping. Couldn't find out they was exchanging gifts, courting each other. They was courting, as my boo Miss Queenie said. They was courting each other. They was courting. That's what they was doing. But yeah, like I said, that's what I said last night. It wasn't really. It was the sensationalism about everything last night. It was because the information really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? New. The information was not new at all. Mm, mm. You're right about that, Marie. But yeah, only that. I mean, Shelley's right. You straight where? And didn't they try to put something off on you, Shirley, like that? Trying to say that you was cheating on your husband with some woman? Yeah, it's always people trying to deflect on what they're doing to try to throw it off on someone else. I'm just saying, these folks, you know. But yeah, it's just real funny to me. It's real crazy. Like I said, none of this stuff is new. It's always been out there. Oh, he did say that. Mm. See, I think that. See, the thing is, I think that Fire is just possessive by nature. Everybody that she fell out with, what did they say? She's insecure and she is, you're saying, possessive by nature. So I think that that's just who she is. But as far as in that relationship, I think that Leo actually fell in love. I do think that Leo actually was falling. Now, so let me rephrase that. Not fell in love, but was falling for Fi. Exactly. Try to lie on you and they tell on themselves. Hmm. And one more thing that Sean said on Kwani's live last night. One more thing that I need people to start listening to. Marie, you crazy, baby. Oh, got me choking over here. But one more thing that Sean said when Bama Girl exposed it, what did Sean say? She lies so much anyway. Was not no one is even going to believe her. I told y'all that's what they do. They keep calling everyone a liar because they try that shit with me. Well, you know he lies, but no one can tell me one lie that I've told ever on here. If someone can tell me one lie that I told on here, then I will be a liar. But I don't have to lie on here. I don't know y'all. Why would I have to lie to people I don't know? Why would I be embarrassed by something I've done or something that I do to the point where I have to lie to people that I don't know? But he said people when Bama Girl said this shit about Leo and dropped that T, he said that he knew that people wouldn't believe her because she has told so many lies before, and they made her out basically to be a liar. I listened because they done that shit to me or tried to do that shit to me. Oh, he's a known liar. He's a known liar, but no one can ever tell me one lie I told. Try to do the same thing to Deanna. Oh, she's a known liar. She's a known liar, but yet can't tell one lie that she told. Said the same thing to James. Oh, he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a known liar. Just because you say it don't mean that everyone believes it. Oh, Shelly, what are you then? What are you then if you're not that? You a lesbian? Okay. You're right about that. A very deprived group of folks. Tam. Mm, mm. I'm just saying. That's their little goal. Their goal is to try to make everyone out to be a liar. So when you do expose what they say, when you do expose what is going on, you're called a liar, and they think that people won't believe you. I heard it and I believed it when it happened. I just don't care enough to comment on it. Exactly. Right, Shelley. Don't play with God. Hmm. You know, get excited about a little dick pic. Well, not a little dick pic, but just a dick pic. Getting all excited to the point to where you sending voicemails and things. I'm just saying, please, if you don't get the hell on somewhere, I know, but I know something. Exactly. Right, Shelley. Right. Exactly. Exactly. That's their modus operandi. That's their MO. Let's discredit the individual so whatever they say will be seen as a lie or they will seem crazy in the eyes of the YouTube public opinion. I, I see that shit coming a mile away. Like I said, I see what you don't want me to see, and I hear what you don't want me to hear, what you don't say. I hear all that. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right about that, Shelley. You're absolutely right about that. Like I said, once they started calling me, I'm like, what did I lie about? What? I don't know that I lie about anything. Yeah, that's why James says every time someone says something that's not true about him, he's gonna come back at him. That's why I always say I don't let the shit go. I don't give a damn one way or the other because no one's opinion on here really means anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's against me. Now, if you're for me and you believe in what I'm saying, that's fine. But once you start, when I haven't done anything to prove anything different than what I've always done, or what I've always said on here, I haven't done anything different, and you choose to go the other way, sure, I don't care about that. You're easily moved. You're easily swayed. You're weak as fuck. Marie. Marie. Yeah, like I mean, but also when we got into it, Shirley, I knew what you did was it was because you was trying not saying you was trying to kiss ass of Sean and him, but you were on that you're saying you was on that whole wavelength. And it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then when D wanted to say, oh, I was doing cocaine in New York, I don't even have the personality to do cocaine. I don't even do all that. So yeah, the whole booger booger sugar thing, mm-mm. I knew that I knew what that was about. So like I said, I don't take this shit personal. It is what it is. You know, a lot of them over there like me was not, but still don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Look like they do. It's okay. Keep on doing what y'all do. I don't care one way or the other. Weak people do what they do. Like I said, I was the only one who was trying to be cordial with everybody because y'all know I like everybody. You know what I'm saying? Until someone says something to me, and I just gotta correct that behavior and move on. You know, knew exactly what it was. But yeah, it was just real funny to me. It was real funny to me. I said, I see it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I'm far from stupid, either further from crazy. You are not going to act as though I don't see what people are doing behind the scenes, especially if I had experience with them previously. Yeah. Because I say a lot of people on here don't change their spots. Oh no, they want the sensationalism. They don't want the truth. Hey, Miss Diva, to you, baby. How you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. They don't want the truth. They want the sensationalism. Y'all remember that time I gave y'all that scenario of how things work here on YouTube? There could be two stories going around about the same subject, whatever. But if you're not adding a ooh girls and a ums and a oh my god and oof, all that oomph to it, no one's gonna listen to that. You know, if you just tell a story, oh, I had some toast this morning with strawberry jelly. No one wants to hear that. Although that's the truth, no one wants to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear, oh, bitch, girl, I had this delicious ass toast, bitch, and that toast was so crunchy. Then it was so golden brown with all that butter and shit just slopping on it, girl. Then I had all the strawberry jelly that you won't ever on. It was just dripping all down my chin, all down my damn arm, bitch. That strawberry jelly on that toast, bitch, was everything, whore. They want all that. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I just had some toast. They want all the extras and all the hoops and hollers and stuff. No one got time for all that shit. That shit is exhausting. Remember, y'all always ask, are y'all tired? Aren't you tired? Cause shit, that's exhausting doing all that bullshit every day, all day long, throughout the day. Shit, I need a nap now just because that little bit just then. You remember that town? Tam, you remember that town? You have to remember that. That's when I gave that scenario that one time. It was about probably 2 years ago. I'm like, y'all just. That's when I realized y'all are just ridiculous to me. Like we're just too different for people. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? When you get caught in your own lies. Right. I mean, like I said, that's when I realized, yeah, let me stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, be something that I'm not. Let me stop trying to talk about this stuff the way they talk about it. Let me talk about the way I want to talk about it so I can just do what I need to do. And that's what I always tell them. You can keep all the lies. For me, the truth is more interesting. The truth is like the truth, your story, what I see, how I see it, and how I interpret it, and how I you know what I'm saying, debunk stuff to me, that's more interesting than all the other sensationalism, all that extra stuff people be doing. Y'all call it entertaining. I'll call it whatever, you know what I'm saying? I, I think the truth is more interesting. The truth is funnier to me. Because I find funny, what I find funny is that people want to hide what they do while exposing what other people does. And when you have that sixth sense of that third eye where you can see all this bullshit happening and going down, I just find it funny. Because all I see is people scrambling. That's all I see is people scrambling on here. You know, all I see is people scrambling. But yeah. That's it. Last night was, I mean, I guess it was fun. I guess the people who like that type of bullshit was not, but I found it more fun or funny, I should say, the commentary on it, because people was missing all kind of stuff. People were missing that, like me and Shelly was saying, this has already been exposed. The legal thing was already exposed. The only thing that wasn't exposed was the fact that 5A was the paymaster. That 5A bought her a MacBook. 5A paid for her to go to Bali when they went to quote unquote Bali, which is Florida, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And they was exchanging gifts and they was courting. Now I thought they probably bumped uglies once or twice, but I didn't know they were actually courting. They were actually in a full blown relationship. Now that was interesting. Didn't know that Sean doused Leo's dreams of having love with 5A. That was interesting. Like little stuff like that I found interesting. I don't find the big headline. Give me the byline. Let me read the article first. Let me find out what's important. Don't tell me what's important. Of course, they missed because they want to. That's how they missed it. Because they want the big headline. They want the shine and stuff like that. They don't want to hear. Oh, let me look at that. Right. Oh, wow, that was interesting. Ooh, Shelly. Sorry, that was Shelly. Tam, you just said a mouthful there. You're absolutely right. I didn't read any lies. I don't see any lies in that statement right there on the screen. They talk too much. So they talk so much that they tell the truth even when they're lying. You have to listen. Exactly. Exactly. But funny thing about that is, Shelly, you don't have to go deeper. Because really, everyone on here is grown. For the most part, everyone on here is grown. So whatever people do in their personal lives, whatever people do behind the scenes, whatever people do, whatever, is what they do. It has nothing to do with anyone on here was not. And the fact that it becomes sensationalized, or as people call it, tea on someone else, I'm like, oh, who cares? That's why I wasn't ashamed to say what I did. Yeah, I sent a dick pic, and what? I'm grown. My husband knew about it. My husband knew why. So it doesn't matter why I did it or what I did. I did it, and now what? You ain't gonna embarrass me by it. You're not gonna shame me by it. That's why I say everything that people say, "Oh, let me dox you." Doxing is meant to embarrass you, to shut you up. Now that I'm not shutting up, what else are you gonna do? That doesn't work with me. Like, I don't get intimidated by people and all this. Oh yeah, we catch flights. No, why is it gotta be we? You catch a flight. You do what you want to do. All this big boy talking to big girl talking what's not. Y'all are all fucking punks. Let's keep the shit 100. Because the reality is, if you was as bad as you say you were, if you're gonna take a flight, you would have picked up your money that you said I owed you. Until you knock on my door and say I want my $580, you a punk to me. So I don't care how hard you say you are, what kind of flights y'all take. You and your whole crew can knock on my door and ask for your money, and I will handle it the way I'm gonna handle it. And I guarantee my money will still be in my pocket. I'm just saying. So all that subliminal threatening y'all be doing and stuff, that's no one. Sure, y'all are stupid. Literally stupid as fuck. I hear you, Shelly. Right. Don't. If I saw anybody who can't live their truth, yeah, all this, and we catch flights. Who are you threatening, punk? Who are you threatening? Any other cruise? Any other cruise, Marie? I don't care what crew it is. If you think I owe you something, come pick it up. And I actually do it just like I am right now, half naked. You think that, please, I wish the fuck somebody would come to my house with some bullshit. Exactly. Right, Shirley. You know, oh, we catch flights. And once you knock on the door, what's gonna happen? You think I'm gonna just let you come intimidate me at my domicile? Shout out to Kwani for the word domicile. Put the word domicile on these YouTube streets. You think I'm just gonna sit here and let you harass me, intimidate me at my domicile? Catch all the flights you want, meet up at Hartsfield International Airport if you want to, and all catch an Uber ride to my house to see what happened. Shit, Uber ride, rent a car, rent a van, do what you need to do. That whole we take flights thing don't work with me. Hell, we all can take flights. The difference is when I took a flight to visit my nephews and my sister, there were Zooms being said as to how to get me arrested because of stalking and harassment when I was visiting my family. Make it make sense. But yeah, we take flights. Y'all remember that when I was in DC visiting my sister and my nephews, showing us at the MGM, hanging out, eating at the Green Ginger? There was Zooms being made behind the scenes saying, how can I get you arrested? Because he's stalking me, he's harassing me. But yeah, we take flights. So which one is true? Which one is true? Do you take flights, or when someone visit their family in the city that you are close to, you having Zooms talking about how can I get this person arrested? Because they're harassing me and stalking me. You was know the first thing on my mind. My nephews and my sister was on my mind. Make sure I enjoy my family, who just so happens to be in a city close by you, easily accessible. I'm just saying. See, I don't buy this big old I'm tough guy thing, and we all this that other. Because if I chose to take a 45-minute drive in your direction, I don't care what kind of flight y'all take, no one would be able to do anything to protect you. I'm just saying, make it happen. Shows that she's going as fat. Exactly. But yeah, we take flights though, Marie. We take flights. Save those raggedy ass threats for someone else. Like that shit doesn't work with me. Threatening to keep people in their face, all this other stuff, all this harassment and quote unquote bullying that you're doing. The reality is when someone really was gonna actually really had the opportunity to come see you, when the opportunity was really there to come see you, all that Zoom talking and all that other bullshit was not. I'm just saying, like, I can't, I don't know, I don't understand it. Right, scared as hell. Stop talking shit. You don't have to be worried about nobody coming to see you or catching a flight to come see you. And all this lying, like I'm, I hear all this lying, and I'm just quiet. I'm like, stop, because y'all already heard me when I said what I said. All this lying, just stop lying. Like it's okay. No one. You're saving face for who? The people who already know that you're lying. So you can save face on camera for what? You're lying. Oh, in 2 weeks I will no longer be a foster parent. Now I don't know what you are. I know what you told me. I don't know what you are or what you've been doing for the past 2 years. You're absolutely right. I don't know nothing at all. I don't know what you've done or who lives in your household. I know what you told me. I know that you said that VS got your certification taken away. I do know that. I do know that a couple Saturdays was not when we used to talk. You had to go get recertified at a different agency. I do know that. I do know that they pulled your license and certification. I do know that. I do know that you told me that you lost your certification. I do know that. I do know that you have to be recertified with a different agency. I do know that. So I don't know what type of people you had in your household over the past couple years since we haven't spoken to each other. I know what you told me, and no one was lying when they said that you lost your certification with the first agency you was with. Now I don't know how it works. Y'all probably could tell me how it works, but if you lose your certification to take care of kids because of abuse, I don't know how easy it is to get another certification. Now, I don't know that, so I don't know who you had in your house for the past 2 years. I don't know. Don't care. What's up, Dolby baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's just the lies for me. Like I said, I mean, I don't know what was going on in that house for the past couple of years. I know what I was told on the phone. I can tell you exactly what I was. I was at work. He was crying on the phone, crying, not just talking, crying, tears, saying that VS had got his situation lost. Told a story about how he got put into a meeting with his caseworker and his supervisor, and they snatched his certification. He applied with a new agency, and him and old girl Cynthia had to go to these classes on Saturday in order for him to be recertified with a different agency. So, like I said, I don't know how it works because I don't do all that. But that's what I was told by him. And that story has never changed. I'm just saying. Okay. Thank you for coming in, Shelly. Appreciate it, baby. Love you. Bye. You remember that, Dolby? See, my story doesn't change. But yet I'm on here being called a known liar. Those people don't know what. No, you're right. I don't know what you've been doing for the past 2 years, but I do know what you told me when we did talk. I do know that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to start nothing up, whatever. But stop all the lying and stop all the subliminal. Stop all the sub. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. There's a lot of shit that was said that I really didn't go in depth with. Stop. You know, keep me on quiet. Keep me blacked out. But at the same time, it's that don't come on here trying to perpetrate a fraud. Don't come on here talking shit about people and saying that people don't know what the fuck's been going on for the past 2 years. We still remember what you told us on the phone, not here on YouTube, but in private conversations behind the scenes. Like I said, there are several times you called me in tears, crying because they fucked you up and you were trying to get your situation back to where it needs to be. Now I don't know the whys because I didn't ask about the whys. I didn't ask about, you know what I'm saying, are you using the kids just to pay for this mortgage? I didn't ask all that. But just so happens, as soon as you stop being a quote unquote foster father in 2 weeks, you sell your house all of a sudden because it's too big for you. Mm. I'm just saying. You still got grandkids, right? You still got kids who come back home, right? You still got Cynthia, right? I'm just saying. You still have all these huge family gatherings, right? I'm just saying. It's funny to me. Shit, I lived in a 2,500 square foot home, me and my husband. We live in a 3 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom townhouse right now. It ain't too big for us. Shit, we got a spare bedroom. We got a I have my crafting situation. Each bathroom we use for different things. It ain't too big. Shit, it is what it is. If we had 6 bedrooms, you know what I'm saying, we'll find things to do in those bedrooms. An office, a painting room, a sewing room, crafting room, a couple extra bedrooms for people to come when they come visit. Well, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, I'm not gonna be a foster father no more in the next 2 weeks. And I think the house is too big now. So I'm gonna sit here and sell it and pull the equity out of it. You feel to realize that we knew what the house was when it was purchased the first time? I'm just saying, like, everyone trying to be more than what they are. And the thing is, they come on here lying. They come on here talking too much, thinking that we're not remembering what it was from the very beginning. Throwing some paint on some walls don't mean that you still didn't have black mold in that house. I'm just saying, y'all, make it make sense. Throwing some paint on the walls don't mean you didn't have black mold in the house. It mean you need to get that roof fixed. There's things inside that wall that need to be worked on. Throwing a couple garden gnomes outside in the backyard don't mean that the plumber in the basement isn't fixed or needs to be fixed. When you flush the toilet, shit comes with the tub. I'm just saying. No matter how many bedrooms you have, when when the bathroom, one of the bathrooms that you have is not working properly. I'm just saying, flush the toilet and shit comes through the damn tub. Did you get that whole shit replumbed? I'm just asking questions. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I said, I really haven't talked to you in a minute. So I don't know what you've done. Just asking these questions. Like I said, unbiased conversation. Don't have a dog in this fight. But anyway, y'all, listen, I ain't want much. I'm coming here and talk a little shit. Not only need money to refurbish it, Tam, you need money on the upkeep. You need money on the upkeep of an older home. Roof leak, drafty windows. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. You need all kind of money for that. You know, like I said, no one knows what you've been doing for the past 2 years. You're absolutely right about that. But I know what I was told when I spoke with you, from you. That's all I'm saying. You know, not much going on, y'all. Just this mess that's happening and just another distraction, even from the whole "my mom was a doctor now" situation. Like, please, you know, like I said, I don't like it. I know, but I believe everything that 5A said because it sounds very familiar to me. Sounds very familiar to me. Anyways, y'all, it's your boy Food Junkie. I love you guys. Hope y'all have a great day. Like I said, I need to finish packing up and then get myself together to get to this airport in a couple hours. But yeah, love you guys. Y'all have a great day. And I'll talk to you crazy kids later. Well, yeah, I mean, as much as I can, Ms. Diva, you know what I'm saying? It's a funeral, but I enjoy as much as I possibly can, you know. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. But as you guys always know, it's not important that I love you guys. It's important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. Until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie, and I will talk to you crazy kids later. And you stay safe as well. Y'all have a great day, and please, thank you, Marie. Y'all, please like the video on the way out. Please like the video as well. I definitely appreciate it. I'll see y'all in these streets when I have time, and over the next couple days at least. And then I'll talk to y'all when I get back into town. Until next time, y'all, this is your boy Food Junkie, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.